Show. We're going to try this every once in a while since we're all locked down. Adam Hill is hanging out after the show. We're killing his time right now because what do you want to get to?
I want to go watch my orangutan show. That's all I do.
He's playing highlights on his phone.
I am.
Totally out of control.
Well, one of them is super fat, and they won't let him have bananas anymore, and he gets so mad.
What's his name, Danny?
Benny.
Benny.
Yeah, big boy Benny.
Big boy Benny. He's a fat orangutan.
He's on a diet. When they give him the greens instead of the bananas, he just throws a fit. It's hilarious.
Smithsonian?
The Smithsonian channel, yeah.
Right.
Check it out.
We'll check it out, because if you don't, he's going to talk about it anyway, so.
Yeah. You're going to have to hear about it,
You're
whether you
screwed
watch
on
it or
that
not.
front. Are you actually going to get to watch it? Or are you... No.
I got work to do.
Are you now done in by Eli Apple, because it's going to change up your whole Raider plan for your mock draft that you got to write up?
Spent the entire last 2 days writing a mock draft and, trying to predict who everybody's going to pick, and now with no Eli Apple, I feel like the Raiders are probably going to go corner with the 19th pick, so I might have to go revise some things.
All right, so a big part of the show, I don't know if it was entertaining or not, but we had fun last night doing it. We did a fast food joint draft, and we each took 7 fast food places. It was kind of restricted to certain places at certain letters, and then you had a wild card pick at the end. McKinnell is a lunatic. It was McKinnell, JVT, Adam, and myself. Voting's up now on Twitter at ESPN Las Vegas. Adam does have a good team. I think I have a good team, but I'm in last place. So I think the 7 places I drafted, 6 of the 7 are good, but I don't think you guys would get what's going on right now.
I'm a man of the people. I understand what the people want, and I played to them, and it turned out with what looks like a victory, so I'm happy.
So I want to talk to Jered. Jered was into it on Twitter. Jered, of course, from Technically Correct. So we'll try to call him live here. We'll see if he's ready to go. He said he was cooking right now.
That means drinking? Probably.
I don't know if he drinks this early.
I mean,
So we'll see if we can hunt down Jered.
What does time matter anymore? I mean,
It doesn't matter.
It's a day and it's a time.
He might have to get up like kind of early.
Yeah, but we literally just talked to him like 3 minutes ago. Now he's not answering?
Jered, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. What's up? We're rolling video. It's not live though.
Okay, yeah, not a problem.
We're doing our post show.
In some delay.
Are you cooking right now?
No. I'm arranging for enchiladas. So.
Wait, what?
All good.
What does that mean?
What is it? Arranging? Getting ready for the bake? Hey Alexa, lower.
What?
Alexa, stop!
You talk to Jered. I gotta get up and turn down the mood music, the Mangione in the background.
Steve was trying to play music in his backyard.
That's what I usually do after the show.
And
And he went with Chuck Mangione?
yeah, he said, Alexa, play Chuck Mangione songs.
Chuck Mangione's a real musician?
Apparently, yeah, Alexa is playing a lot of his stuff right now, so just,
I thought he was a character from King of the Hill.
well, I think that was based on, maybe? That was based on the musician? I think that's how it
Who
works.
voiced him?
I
Did
don't
Chuck
know.
Mangione play Chuck Mangione?
You're the one that brought it up, shouldn't you know?
It works. What do you mean?
No, I thought he was. Okay, that's like me, you going, yeah, Mickey Mouse is real, and I'm like, oh, okay, well now I have 1,000 questions.
Is Mickey Mouse real?
I don't know.
I was checking my phone for the speaker. I'm like, I don't know where it is. All right, what were your thoughts on the draft?
I thought JVT did excellent.
Really?
I thought, yes,
Why?
because he immediately with the first pick went, all right, now I've got the Stoner Coalition. Like he immediately, like Taco Bell first pick makes sense. Because there's no, like, you get the vegans, you get the people on diets because they got Fresco style, and like you have captured like the largest net. Because nobody dislikes Taco Bell unless they are one of those people that likes Chipotle, in which case don't be friends with those people.
Well, meanwhile, all McKinnell did was harp on the fact that JVT took Taco Bell. So what does that say about McKinnell?
Okay.
Who, by the way,
Hold on.
is not exactly not a stoner.
Here's my biggest issue with what McKinnell did is he played this like a fantasy draft. He sniped someone. Like he was literally like, I took Chick-fil-A so that Adam couldn't get them. It's like, dude, nobody does that in the first round.
Yeah.
You used your first round pick. Like you could have gone for gold, and instead you were like, I'm playing Chinese checkers while everybody else is playing checkers. And it's like, no, dude, that's not what you do in the first round. In the first round, you just take best thing available. That is all. That is what nobody is ever advising, ever, with your first round pick, try to screw someone else over.
And then he just drafted chicken place after chicken place. Like, you got 7 choices, moron.
The chicken makes sense because KFC is that's a solid pick. In fact, during this particular pandemic, when I was too lazy to go make mashed potatoes, KFC has been a godsend.
Well, he was harping on the gravy. He was very high on the KFC gravy.
Okay, that is not a point. That is a very strange point to make.
He's a very strange guy.
Well, I think Jered, his take was that he can use the KFC gravy at all of his other locations,
right,
and add gravy to everything.
Is he creating what?
Yes.
What is he adding gravy to at Chick-fil-A?
He's got a pizza place. He wants to put Chick-fil-A sauce on the pizza.
I don't hate that, but
Yeah.
I'm also kind of have a trash palate. So let's not give Chick-fil-A any ideas.
So you had questions about teams, places that didn't get picked.
Yeah, obviously, because okay, Whataburger is sitting out there, Wendy's is sitting out there. I understand I'm gonna butcher your Wiener Schnitzel, but those two are available in the W category. Why is no one? I mean, Wendy's. It's the first place to go. Like, hey, what if we cook this stuff? Fucking, like when we get it. Like when we get an order, what if we cook it then?
McKinnell had a chance to get a top 10 grossing fast food place with Wendy's. He passed it because he wanted to take some jerk-off place that's still remaining in Michigan to be creative. Some hot and ready? Hot and now. Like, Wendy's is sitting there, and he's playing too many games. But here's a great thing. As unlikable as he is and as dumb as his draft was, he's in second place.
Okay, yeah, that is slightly irritating. Also because I believe he got KFC, which is a part of the company that put one of his other picks out of business. Like, the reason it only has one location is because PepsiCo fast food section or whatever literally turned the place into, this is where we're going to try out a bunch of crap.
That is true.
And we'll see if it works. And he was like, I'll take that place. And it's like, dude, you're being too cute. Which would be fine. It's fine to be cute. But once you're taking L's all over the place, like, listen, my entire radio presence is me just taking one big fucking L after another. And I'm sitting here going, dude, stop defending yourself. It's not funny if you're going to defend yourself on this. You fucked up. Just accept you fucked up. It's not that hard.
I mean, I'm just sitting back here enjoying my success. I won easily, as I should.
He's got 40%.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, by the way, the fact that Adam Hill is a huge Chick-fil-A fan is not surprising, and B, the fact that he also picked Jack in the Box, so that means that he picked a company that killed a bunch of people in the 90s, and he picked a company that is vehemently human being.
Wait, what's the Jack in the Box? Wait. What's the Jack in the Box killed people in the 90s story? Did I miss that? Was there a jumbo Jack meat poisoning or something?
Google it.
This is why you're on.
They made a movie about it.
Was there a
they weren't cooking the meat.
Oh, it was like a mad cow disease situation?
They were like, the meat they were getting was optimal meat, but it would have been fine had they cooked it all the way through.
All right.
I'm in.
That's what I'm watching tonight.
I didn't draft them in the 90s. I drafted them now.
It's been a great turnaround.
It's a success story.
Yeah, no, it's all good now.
Comeback player of the year.
Yeah, you're a very forgiving guy.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's why you took Chick-fil-A and Jack in the Box. You're very you would have. You were very pro Montez Perfect. I got it.
Jered, get back to your enchiladas. What are you going to drink tonight?
Right now, we're planning on wild turkey, and then we're switching to Tanqueray and tonic.
Wow, very nice. Are you going to watch any TV, or what do you play, video games? What does Jered do at home?
I'm watching my idiot host watch a game that's 30 years old.
God, you are so dedicated.
Go team.
Go team.
What is he watching right now? Is he watching, is it Duke UNLV?
Yes, the one that's, that people like, not the one that
kind of big.
may have involved mobsters.
Yeah, he's going to have to watch that one because I'm sure UNLV fans will love the second go around with Duke and UNLV.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that'll get a bunch of fans on the live stream.
That's his
It'll
brand.
be Chrissy and him.
All right, Jered, we'll see you, buddy. Thank you.
See you, mate. Bye.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Does that work on the phone?
I think so. We're good.
All right, we're going to have more phone guests as we move along.
Do we need to play audio?
Can you play some audio here?
Hold on, yeah, I gotta.
So we didn't get this on the show yet. We're going to do it tomorrow, but is OJ actually talking about someone murdering someone else and that he has all the answers?
He's also wearing.
I guess he got into Tiger King, so now he's talking about Carole Baskin feeding her husband to the tiger.
He's also wearing gloves. I'm just gonna jump to a random spot here. We're gonna have to play a little bit, but
asking me to watch some show called Tiger King. Well, yesterday I watched this show, and oh my God, is America in this bad a shape? I watched about 6 episodes of this show, and I couldn't even believe what I was looking at. White people! What's with you and wild animals? Leave them animals alone. The show is crazy, but it's so crazy you kind of keep watching. One thing I will say, there's not a shred of doubt in my mind that that lady's husband is Tiger Sashimi right now.
All right, bro.
I'm just saying. Take care, and I hope you find something better to watch.
okay.
What is going on with everyone in Tiger King now? It got overhyped. Is that what it is?
I don't think he's saying it's bad. He's saying you can't look away. Like he got through. He said he only watched 6 episodes.
Only.
There's only 7.
Yeah, I only watched 6.
You only have 1 to go.
Watch the end.
Now.
Dummy.
And by the way, I think we should lend some credence to this theory. If anybody knows about getting away with murder, it's Carole Baskin.
Oh, good job.
Well, I didn't want to make any accusations. I think everybody knows what I'm saying.
Carole doesn't live near us. OJ does.
Exactly.
He can come down the hill.
Tiger Sashimi.
All right,
Good
OJ.
line.
It is a pretty good line. I'm just saying.
You think he's jealous that he didn't think of that?
It is everywhere.
But I mean, he could have thought of that
feeding.
in 93 or 92, whenever it was. 94? Was there any tigers around Brentwood? I don't know. I'm just saying.
People are dead. Come on now. Let me hold on.
I'm
Do
just
that again.
saying.
Let me focus in on you. Go ahead.
Gonna zoom in?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
There you go.
Yours truly.
By the way, we had the Big 5 video earlier that you can watch on at ESPN Las Vegas, and I think I zoomed in on you, and you were just on the whole Big 5, and I'm just talking in the background.
Perfect. That's how it should be.
Our videography is freaking awesome. So we keep
Got the quarantine beer too. It's good.
we keep shorting UFC 249 talk, and there's some other stuff that happened. So we got into the fact that is Khabib in or out? Like everyone's saying he's out, but he came back and said like I'm not done yet.
Well,
because it looks like Ferguson's already been booked against Justin Gaethje.
Where?
I don't know.
Where? Because Gaethje said yes. I don't think Ferguson did.
All right.
And so we don't know. There's not an event. And what Khabib is saying is, I'm not saying I'm out. I'm saying I don't know where it is. I don't know if I can get there. Tell me where it is. Tell me if it's okay to get there. Because right now what they're telling him, and this is just in the last, because this story changes by the hour, he flew to the UAE because that's where he thought the fight was. They closed the border, so he went back to Russia, where his home is. Now what the UFC is telling all these fighters that want to be a part of the card is fly to the US, and then we'll figure out where the fight's going to be, and then we'll all go there together. And he's like, so wait, I'm going to fly to the U.S. not having any idea where we're going? What if the flight's over here? He's going to fly to the U.S. then fly back to the Middle East when he's in Russia already? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So what he's saying is, I haven't pulled out. I just need to know some details on whether this is going to happen or when it's going to happen. And Khabib also gave a very, I thought, correct statement about he's looking around and the whole world is locked down and like he's the only one that's expected to do a job where you have to be in close contact with other people. Like, why? Why is there a different standard? And there's certain fighters that want to take fights right now because they want the money.
Right.
Khabib doesn't need the money.
Right.
At all.
There are other guys who've come out and said, I'm not fighting. Like, I wouldn't do it. Didn't Derek Lewis come out and say, the heavyweight? I mean, he's crazy anyway, but...
yeah, I never saw his.
Yeah, I thought he came out and said, he's like, I'm not fighting.
Well,
I wouldn't fight under these circumstances.
A lot of fighters are, saying they want to fight, especially lower level fighters that really want to fight because they want to make the money. And other fighters see it as an opportunity to, make a big splash or do something big or like give back to the fans. Like those things are all part of it. But Yeah, I mean, I think for the most part, there's people that are looking at it responsibly, and the UFC, if everything can be put in place where everybody that enters that building is tested, from fighters to athletic commission people to, broadcasters to referees to corner people, like everybody's tested and then quarantined. Like, there's ways to make this happen where it's somewhat safe, but I don't know that they have those protocols in place yet because they don't even know where they're going yet. So how can they do all those things?
Is Florida still in place? Is it a possibility?
I mean, they've got a limit of 10, but that only goes to April 15th, and the fight's supposed to be April 18th. So maybe, part of that. I saw, this is how crazy it is, that the other day, Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, came out and said, these protocols are in place till May 15th. And everybody's like, oh man, UFC's off. And then he comes out an hour later, he's like, I'm at April 15th. Some people are like, maybe he made that correction so they can have the UFC there. Nobody knows what's going on. It's so crazy right now. Dana White is doing everything he can to put this card together and make it happen. At some point, maybe he, just says, well, it's not feasible if you can't do it. But he's also got bosses, and think about.
By the way, we have not talked about that. I saw a note about a week ago on this. Is their parent company under some pressure?
Of course.
And then putting pressure on Dana White. So is Dana White taking the hit for trying so hard to get this card done? Meanwhile, he's got some bosses who are like, dude, we need money. Well, get this card done.
And think about what business they're in. Endeavor used to be William Morris. Now it's Endeavor. They own the UFC. They paid $4 billion. They need to make payments on those loans. They need to get that money back. They need to recoup that money. And that's one way to have money coming in, because what does Endeavor do? Endeavor does TV, film, music, all of these things. None of those things are happening right now.
So there could be pressure from his bosses.
Certainly. And I know
would you go as far as saying Dana is taking a hit for everyone else?
I don't know if that's the case. He did come out last week and said, all these people that are saying I have bosses, you don't know what you're talking about. But when people pay $4 billion for you, right, you have bosses. That's just how it is.
Let me read something to you. This is from Luke Thomas, who does a show on Sirius. I'm blind, so I got to put on the glasses. He says, when UFC 249 is canceled or postponed, there's going to be an effort by bad faith goobers to blame the MMA media. Mainstream press is what the UFC actually cares about, and they're mostly asleep at the wheel, not paying attention to what UFC is doing. Don't fall for it. It's the pandemic. Do you think that's going to happen? If it falls apart, will Dana come out and be like, the media did it. You guys screwed us.
We don't have to wait. We already know that. I mean, he's already come out and made statements that, the media is getting in the way. And every time he said every time he's come close to a deal, some media person has come out and said it's a bad idea and chased off the deal and ruined it already. So he's already doing that. So of course that's going to be part of the narrative. That's part of the narrative anytime anything doesn't go the way people want it. And not only in the UFC, everywhere, all over the place. That's what happens. Is like, hey, this was going to happen. It's not my fault. It's the media's fault. That's a common refrain. So it won't be surprising. I'm sure that is part of what's going to happen. But there is a way to just come out and say, listen, we looked at every possible avenue to do this safely. In the end, we decided that there was no truly safe way to make this happen. And for that reason, we're going to decide not to. You don't have to come out and say, oh, we tried and we failed. You don't have to do that. You can just say, hey, listen, we explored every avenue. What we wanted to do was operate a safe environment where we could be absolutely assured everybody would be healthy. And when we found out that wasn't possible, we made a decision in the best interest of the fighters. How hard is that? It's a very easy statement. I've already written the statement for you. So there you go.
You want to get Dan on the phone right now and repeat it to him?
You want to see if he wants to come on live with us?
We'll work on that.
He's right down the street.
Yeah, well, he is actually right down the street. I want to throw out a couple of shout outs. One, tonight, our buddy Chris at Naked City Pizza is doing a St. Patty's Day 2. So you can get Reuben's on takeout. I don't know if he's doing corned beef and cabbage, maybe. But I know he's doing Reuben's, and he's doing their Reuben pizza, which sounds weird. It's freaking awesome. Like, I'm actually afraid to get a giant pie of it because it'll last. It's heavy, man, but it's really good. Really good. Where are you going shopping, by the way? Is your shopping spot Smith's down there?
Yeah.
In Soho?
I got the Smith's. I got the neighborhood market. I try to stop by all of them.
How's Smith's doing?
They seem to be doing pretty well.
Is it okay?
There's some social distancing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people wearing masks. We're good.
I actually think Trader Joe's is doing a really good job. Like, really good.
Yeah.
Limiting how many people go in, so.
It's pretty smart.
I don't know. Just want to mention a couple of places that are doing well. Some of the other warehouse places.
Not so sure.
Have you tried any of those places?
I went to a big warehouse place that I actually thought
Costco or?
Yeah. I thought they did really well.
They cleaned it up?
Although the other location, I guess there's some issues now with some positive tests, but
Henderson
not at
had
mine.
a couple of positive tests,
Yeah,
right?
I'm at the Henderson one too, but not.
Yeah.
We were okay at mine. But I mean, they were every cart that came in. There was a crew kind of sanitizing it, washing it down, and I thought that was pretty good.
All right. Well, I hope you watched all the way to the end. We'll try to do more of these. Again, we appreciate ESPN Las Vegas and Lotus letting us do a show every day, but we figure we don't get to everything we need to, so we'll do a little unplugged after dark. It would be cool if it were a little darker with the little torches in the background, but we appreciate you watching. We'll see you.